Here I am. Nice to see you. How are you doing? Are you watching, what is it? Desperate Housewives? Thanks. Yeah. I needed a relaxing evening before bed. I didn't get much sleep last night or even able to take a nap for very long at all, so I just figured, yeah, this sometimes it's kind of meditative, puts me in a trance sometimes, and yeah, definitely a relaxation technique. So hopefully I can chill out and sleep well tonight. Just catching up on YouTube. I am. What were you watching? Hey, sassy cat. Zimbot Cam 20 milligrams live TV. I have no clue what that means. Hey, Indigo. I'm doing well. I'm just relaxing by the fire tonight, trying to make myself more sleepy so that I can actually, hopefully, get more of a night's rest this evening. So, I wasn't gonna go live. I was just gonna watch a movie, and I might still do that. Maybe I'll just be on for a little bit and then watch a movie and then go in. But yeah, just wanted to chill by the fire again tonight for a bit. The last time I was out here, I thought that the battery died, but what actually happened was I was getting so cold with the rain and such, I was moving closer and closer to the fire, and the battery overheated. So that's what happened. So I'm gonna try not to do that tonight. Yeah, I hear ya, Indigo. So many electronics in my bedroom. The EMF waves are going strong, especially right underneath my bed. Actually, I have two surge protectors. Maybe I need to check it out and make sure it's not like in a electric cage or something, or an EMF cage. Yeah, I don't have much to say. I was just like the title says, just a fireside relaxation type thing. Um, Before maybe I go to bed or watch a movie and then go to bed. In Chicago, it is 9:04. Yeah, just past 9 p.m. 9:04 p.m. What have you all been up to? I know what Sassy Cat's been doing. Ram catching up with stuff. Ooh. Might be a little early for folks for a fireside thing. In California, it's only 7 p.m. and I think there might be live still going on over there. Can turn down the volume and check. This is spiritual to me. Do you know every night because you have put it in me? Yeah, it is for me too. Going out in nature and then just staring into a fire is very spiritual for me. Very relaxing. It honestly helps me better than any, I don't know, melatonin or mint or chamomile tea, even sleeping meds, honestly. Just to reflect on the day, stare, meditate into the fire. So I love it. And yeah, I'm really hoping for a really good night's sleep. I don't do it every night. The last time I did it, I had a court update to do, and I just figured I would do it in front of the fire because I was kind of just celebrating the good news of the court case. So, yeah. I will say though that in the fall and the spring, I do it much more often than any other time. "3 a.m. in Scotland." Well, I understand. You should get some sleep then. While watching fire or the ocean. So relaxing. Yeah, same here. I don't know which one I like better, the ocean or the fire. It's probably close to a tie. Maybe the ocean just because it's further away from me. It's less likely that I'd be able to be oceanside. But yeah, when I am, yeah, I just love it. I'm curious to see how the hurricane is doing there. Pop in occasionally and check it out. Turn some logs here. Turn this off. There we go. Chrissy, I'm not. I'm in New Hampshire and my garage and it's pouring, so nice to hear the rain on the roof. Yeah, that's also very relaxing. I have, what do you call them? I live in a single family home, yet what I have are, what do they call it? Aluminum awnings around the windows. And so when it does rain, it does sound like you're in just a house with a tin roof. And so, yeah, I find that super duper relaxing. I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday that we had quite a bit of rain. And so, yeah, relaxing, yet for some reason I still couldn't sleep well. So I'm hoping tonight will be very different. Okay, turn some logs around. Community's been going through a lot lately with changes on the board and yeah, some infighting. Actually, some people getting together, but yeah, can be stressful, especially if you have a court case against Scientology. And something like this really helps me out. Lorraine, you don't have to worry about links. Just relax and stare at the fire if you want. It's all good. I don't plan on staying long. I just thought I'd share the fire a little bit, and then yeah, hopefully I can get a little sleepier and just go to bed. I think at this point, anyways, I'm only about $150 or so away from my goal um, for the retainer of the new lawyer. So it's not as urgent as it was before. So I think I posted that to my community post earlier this morning. So yeah, you can just chill. If you want to be here, watch your Breaking Bad if you're still watching that. Enjoy a little fire. And yeah, I don't plan on much chit chat. I don't have much news, honestly. There's been some opinions that have changed recently for me, but I'm still thinking on those, and I don't think I really want to talk about it until I've gathered more information. So I see, Lorraine. Well, you didn't have to. I just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Because you seemed to enjoy the fire the other night, so. We'll see if, I know Declare Dave has some people in his channel right now. Aside from that, there's not too many people that are live, aside from watching the storm. So, is that what Chad is doing too? Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, it's mainly Declared Dave, which I'm not sure how much longer he's going. He's already gone for 100 and, no, about an hour and 15 minutes. Okay. I'm glad you know there's no obligation. Just chilling, watching the fire. Hopefully you got a good picture of that there. And just got to be wary of the battery and how hot it's getting. Because, yeah, last time I moved way too close. Well, it was raining, so it was one of the reasons I moved very close. And the battery died because it overheated. But yeah, I don't plan on doing this every night, but maybe every 3 nights or so, weather permitting, just to relax and chill. A lot of people, well, not a lot of people, there's a handful of people that do art, um, different types of art pieces to relax folks. They could either follow along or just watch. And that's kind of my goal for myself here. And why not share it with others if I have the resources, which I do, for live streaming. I'm glad the picture's good. I do have a new service. So, yeah, I'm able to use that. And if someone needs to message me, I have a secondary device. Make sure that nothing's come through since I started here. Just some Monopoly one tidbit. Hi, Spock. What you doing out here? You like the fire? Yeah. Good boy. Good boy. Is there anything that you all want to chat about? Chat about something that you have on your mind if you wish. But for me, I'm just relaxing. Ocean Gate? What's that mean, Chi? What I said about relaxation and what would I like better, watching a fire or watching the ocean come in? I'd probably say ocean just because I'm further away from the ocean and it's more special to me. And I love playing in the breakers, the wind, the waves, where the waves break, and using a bodyboard. Watching the fire reminds me of our own micro implosions. It's beautiful, creating opportunities for growth. Yeah. Yeah, I did this the other night when I gave a court update, and it ended up, I mean, 20, 25 minutes of the court update, and then people just stayed to watch the fire to relax. So I figured if this is something I enjoy from time to time in my backyard, why not share? So doing it again just to chill. Really need to chill and hopefully get a good night's rest. Unfortunately, I do live close to an airport. So yeah, living in an airport, you do get the loud airplanes from time to time. I'm used to it. Sometimes I don't even hear them. It's weird, but yeah, it's all good. Hope you're doing well, Danny. I know your trial is coming up 3 days in a row. I think, what, October, is it 1st, 2nd, and 3rd? Or I did download Kelly's calendar, so I have it somewhere, just not right in front of me. No, court can be very nerve-wracking. Yes, we will prevail. You will, I will, DOA will, Henri. Who else is in court? Josiah. Josiah's is a little bit more complicated. Pearl, Selfless. They have TROs. I think mine the only criminal case right now? Is that why I have to use the regular links instead of a GoFundMe? Because I think Henri, I'm not sure. Henri's might be criminal, but I thought he had a GoFundMe, which I think might be illegal, so. Yes, it's the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Okay, cool. I got it right. I actually remembered. So yeah, I wish you the best of luck. I don't know. Hopefully your lawyer is preparing you well for those dates. I will say, I definitely agree with what Serge was saying last night, and again with what Pearl was saying after that live about bringing awareness more so to people that are in court and legal battles against Scientology. Not that we're asking, never have I asked for money from the foundation. That's not what it's for. But I do think that more attention needs to be put on these type of things and city council hall meetings and such. And thankfully for Mona, who has helped me out tremendously with acquiring a lawyer that I trust now, who is excellent, by the way. He's just, oh, I can't tell you how great he's been so far. But yeah, just having someone like Mona in your corner and helping you out, even after finding the lawyer and just going through the motions, what your arguments are going to be and such, and helping with the proofreading, excuse me, and having ideas about how we might be able to set precedences for future cases, because our cases are quite similar. You know, for instance, you know, Danny and the scooter guy. Scooter guy definitely ran into him. It's so obvious on the footage, and me and many others truly believe that Chadwick came into my space as my feet were planted. You know, I did move around to protect chalk art, but when I did so, I did have arm's length and feet planted. So, yeah. Question: how is Josiah's case so hard? We all know that it's Scientology fail, I think is what you mean. I don't know. Someone else could probably answer this question better than I can, but from what I know, hey, Dr. Weather. From what I know, Josiah's case is a criminal case as well. And not only is he facing a misdemeanor like me, I'm facing 1 year in jail and or $2,500 fine. With Josiah, he's facing a misdemeanor, which I'm not sure what the requirements would be if he were to go to jail for that. And he's also facing a felony charge, I believe. So, oh, here we go. She says Josiah's case is exacerbated by a few other legal issues. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. 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 So yeah, I believe it's a felony and a misdemeanor. I'm not sure how it got turned into a felony. Yeah. So quite ridiculous if you ask me. Doctor Who, I thought I had you as a moderator, so if you don't mind, I'm gonna switch you back. Comment. This is so unfair. My court case, I would agree with you if that's what you're talking about. I think it's one of the most ridiculous cases I've ever heard in my life. You can easily see in the video there was no intent, which that's part of the law here in Chicago, that there has to be intent. If there was an accidental brush of the boob against his body, then again, how many times could that something like that happen when someone's walking beside someone here in Chicago on a very heavy loaded street, or in a concert, or going to the bathroom, or what have you. And I was just sitting down beforehand, got up because he changed his mind and said, oh yeah, I know I said the chalk was okay before, but I changed my mind. I wanted you to just take down the signs before, but now the chalk's not good enough, or it's not acceptable. Hey, Elron Hubcult, nice to see you from Denmark. Yeah, I do hope the justice system gets it correct. Chicana and Chichi, not Chichi, Chi. Chicago, I'm not sure if Chicago is more corrupt than LA or just in a different way, but I will say that it's just, oh, Scientology has definitely safe pointed here very, very well. And yeah, we have a lot of proof to show that. Some of it's in my community posts, but there's more that Mona and I have found out that I don't want to give too much away, honestly, so I probably shouldn't say. But I will say that, hey Rika, nice to see you, that we do have more evidence than I originally thought. And I can't wait if they really, I mean, there's a chance that they could drop this. It's very rare that a attorney will drop this if someone like Scientology, a friend of the court is what they call it here in Chicago, is whispering into the state's attorney's ear, which is happening every single time I go into court. So if that happens, which it has been, we can also say that because he is interfering and meddling in our court case, we can give information about this friend of the court. And boy, do we have a lot of information on him. Not just ties and connecting the dots, which can be, kind of iffy, but I'm just going to say there's a lot more to it, and there's a lot more evidence, and that's the last thing they want us to present. So, Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Danny says Chicago's corrupt as heck. Yeah, you should know. You were slammed by a door while you were here, and then a guy hit your phone out of your hand, too. And you could have pressed charges, but then you had to fly over here, like, what did they say? At least 4 times to do that, which was ridiculous. I think they were doing that to just keep you away. So, yeah, ridiculous. Justice says Natalie wants your fireplace. Yeah, Natalie did contact me and let me know. I did hear her on the live. She likes the this fire chimenea that I have, and so I sent her the link of where I've got it, the cover, and it's also on a dolly, so it's easy to move because I have very bad shoulders. So yeah, she has all of the information. It's pretty cheap. It's like $150 on Amazon or something. I have a nicer fireplace. Well, it's fancier anyways. It has glass and it's a propane fireplace, and I have a whole porch area under the garage. Um, I like using that, especially in the rain. Yet my favorite thing to do is just for relaxation, wood burning with real wood. I love the smell. I love turning the logs. And yeah, just staring into the fire, which the flames are a bit larger than a propane type of fireplace. Yeah, nice to see you, Justice. What up, Darth? Yeah, I need to email you. I do plan to go to Columbus. I have family that lives there, so it's a free stay. It's not too long of a drive, and so I definitely want to go to the Columbus, Oregon, check it out. Florence is another area that I would love to check out, yet I know there's hardly any foot traffic there. I'm not sure how much work I could actually do there. So, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I will let you know. I think at some point I did find your email. I'm not sure. I don't think I actually sent one. I think I had it comprised and then I didn't hit the send button. I'm famous for that. I'm horrible at that. So, yeah, I'll look for it on your channel, Darth. Or you can email me. It's my public email is the true detective Drew at protonmail.com. The true detective Drew at protonmail.com. So yeah, we can exchange information and figure out when to meet up. I think it's always better to go in pairs or more to protest peacefully. And I know Columbus very well, very, very well. And yeah, I look forward to not only that, but just reconnecting with people that I know around the area. What did I miss here? Fancy or not? No, it's darks. Yeah, I can. I'll throw on some more wood here in a second, so it's not as dark. Your emails on your YouTube. Yeah, I think that's where I found it, but I don't think I hit send or something. So yeah, that's the issue. Rika, how's it going with the subs? Did you find out if after so many days after you've reactivated your account, will you get the subs back, or do we still need to build your account up? Because if so, I would love to make sure that Lorraine or one of the mods here can keep throwing in your link. And if you haven't subbed up to Rika, please do so, because it was very unfortunate. She went from, I can't remember how many subs, but quite a few, hundreds. And now she's down to, what is it? Just over, what, 50, 60 something? So, very sad that that happened. We want to get her back up to closer to 1,000 and then get her watch hours back up. So, yes, thank you. Thank you for throwing in Darce and Rika's links there, Lorraine. I really, really appreciate that. I know Darth had issues, if people didn't hear, about, I believe, tires that were punctured, or it might have been even more than that, Darth, and you can explain. But, yeah, very, very unfortunate. You're welcome. It's a pretty tame chat in here, Lorraine. If you, like, I don't need links thrown in. I do appreciate handling trolls. We did have 2 already that I've seen. Um, but yeah, if you want to go back to watching Breaking Bad, then I totally understand. Uh, but yeah, it's all up to you. Okay, cool. Darth subscribed. I know I resubscribed because I was not subscribed when I checked out Rika's channel the other day after I heard what happened. So, yeah, very unfortunate. I'm very curious. Maybe we should ask Marilyn how she did it, because I know she deactivated her account for a little while, and then when she reactivated it, shortly after, she was able to get all of her subscribers back. So, maybe there's a time frame attached to that, or some kind of setting. Yeah. Justice asked me, how is your night's sleep these days? The past 2 nights has been pretty horrible. I've slept for, I'd say, an hour, hour and a half to 2 hours at most. I'm a side sleeper, and I've had a lot of issues with my shoulders. And so the pain is quite rough. And then also, a secondary thing is just, stress going through the court system and all that takes a play in this. So, um, yeah, I have not been sleeping well at all. Even when I wasn't sleeping well at night, I could at least take a nap during the day, and lately I haven't even been able to do that. So, I'm crossing my fingers that doing this relaxation at night with meditating with an app on my phone, plus just chilling by a fire, can really help me relax and sleep better. So, Darth, you're describing what happened to you. I was approached by 2 guys and threatened, and then I got to my car, and nails in my tires, 2 wheels bent on the inside like they had tried to take them off. Whoa. That's just crazy. Yeah, see, when I go to an org, I try to park right in front of the door. For 2 reasons. One, visibility, and I can put signs all over my car, and that's a sign of protest, of course, because there's no way that they can tell you, hey, you can't put signs up on your private property, and it's right in front of the door. Secondly, you can keep an eye on your car the whole time. So, but I'm not exactly. I have watched a couple of your live streams, but I didn't see where you parked. Yes, my rims don't come off without a key lock. Okay, yeah, I have what do you call it, bolt locks as well on my vehicle. So there's that. But yeah, it seemed like they still did a lot of damage for you, to you. Sorry for your pain for no nightmares, I hope. No nightmares, really. It's just really hard to get to sleep. I barely remember when I do dream, if I dream at all. I'm not sure if I'm even getting to that stage of the REM cycle, which is normally at the 90-minute mark. And yeah, with only sleeping an hour or 2 hours at most, I'm barely getting any REM unless I get to that, yeah, the past the around the 2 hour mark or past that. Thanks, Rachel's, for subbing to folks. I know links were thrown in earlier for Darth and Enrica. We need to, yeah, make sure that they get their subs back. I think it's time for me to flip this log around. All right. Let's get the fire going a little better. More people subscribing. How many airplanes fly over each day? That's a good question. I am not sure. I'm so used to it. So that this has happened more recently. It this didn't used to be an airplane path close to my house. A lot of people fought it in my neighborhood. Yet we didn't really win. I didn't fight it, but other people did. Because I was so used to, I've lived by train tracks here in Chicago. I live even closer to the airport, et cetera, et cetera. So it wasn't as big of a deal with me because I can block out the noise in my head because I just get used to it. But, geez. I mean, how many have we heard in the last, what is it? It's 9:48. How many have we heard in the last hour? Maybe four? I would guess four, maybe five tops. So we can count next time when it turns to 10. Darth, I usually have a buddy with me chilling in my car, but he was busy that day. Should have waited. Yeah. Yeah, crazy. And the Columbus one, it's an ideal morgue, right? I think it's a little bit, it's much bigger than the Florence one which is in, Florence is kind of funny. It's like Cincinnati border of right there in Kentucky, and I have family that live there as well. So it'd be a free stay for me in Columbus or in Cincy. And I've already talked to the folks, and they know that most likely I'll be going out there in October. So, yeah. The good thing is the detectives are investigating the cameras from the businesses around. Okay, that's good. That's good. Hopefully something comes up and comes out of that. Used to love to stay the night at the grandpa's on the weekend. Had a racetrack and listened to them all night. Ah, okay. You know what? I'm gonna plug in just in case. Make sure that the charger is plugged into my phone just in case. But last time I believe it was the heat, not the battery. So sorry about the shakiness, folks. It's hard to see. I don't have my headlamp with me. There we go. Whoops. Get this straightened out for you. There we go. And then let's get back to the fire. There we go. Okay, that better? Let me catch up here. Links are thrown in. You also subscribed. Great, 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 great. Talked about the airplanes, the buddy system, the detectives. Staying at your grandpa's, okay. Oh, oh, oh. Sorry about that. Appreciate you, Rika says to Darth. This is the best way to chill for certain. I agree, Lorraine. I love this. I really do. Love it, love it, love it. Rika, I love the sound of the night and the crackle and the fire zoning out and dozing off. Yeah, I think I think I got around 6 to 7 emails the last time I did this. Was it Monday night that I did this after I gave the court update? And I honestly was only going to do a 30-minute live, and I gave the update in 25 minutes, and boom, I just loved the fire so much, and people were enjoying it that I just kept on. And uh, yeah, we had a great time, had a good crowd, and it was so relaxing that the next day I got 6 to 7 emails of people telling me, and that's not even counting people that were telling me in chats that they fell asleep watching what they're watching right now. So yeah, it definitely is relaxing and meditating. So yeah, 3 airplanes already since you asked. Okay, wow. I hope it doesn't bother you that much with the airplane noise, but yeah, to me it's so much background noise that I don't even realize it. Thank you so much. She says to Rika, Lorraine. So do I worth stopping my binge watching of Breaking Bad for? No, Lorraine, you can go. I already said go back to watching Breaking Bad if you want. Go binge watch. It's all good. I don't think I need a moderator, honestly. This is very chill chat. There's not too many people in here, and if I get a troll, I'll see it eventually, or someone can alert me to it, and I'll get rid of the troll. So it's okay if you want to go back to watching Breaking Bad. I I only told you that I was going to do this just because I normally do anyways. So it was 4 or 5 hours. Yeah. So if I look back on it, and when it was like it was 5 hours and like 10 or 11 minutes. So and it would have gone longer had my battery not died because it was so close to the heat of the fire. Because it was raining, even though I have an umbrella overhead when I needed to go up, and yeah, it was just too hot. So that's what happened. It just died. Justice, no, of course not. Oh, about the planes? Okay. Lorraine says the airplane noise helps me with the calm as it's not too noisy. Okay, good. I'm chilling with my friend Nance. Yes, you are. Love me some Lorraine. We go way back to before the opening of the Chicago org. She was a main mod of Danny's, and as he was driving from LA to Chicago, that's where we started talking, and yeah, we started to become friends, and that was back in, oh geez, I started protesting the last week of January, but the Chicago org opened March 3rd, so yeah, it's been close to that, in between that. Darn, the planes fly over because the airport is close. We have 2 police and 2 fire stations close, and the hospital that has a helicopter. Yeah. O'Hare is very close to my place. Um, Not super duper close, but close enough to where it is in. I'm in the path of O'Hare. So yeah, I definitely hear the planes often if I'm paying attention, but like I said, it's so second nature, like I don't even realize that it's happening unless someone points it out to me because, yeah, it is what it is. Justice, it's nice to hear you again. Well, lot of action. Yeah, it's nice to be able to talk to people again. I really enjoy engaging with chat and talking with chat. That's one of the major things that I missed when I was away. When I wasn't sure if I could talk or whatever. Like, I don't want to get into that too much. There's going to be more of that later, hopefully, when the case is over. And there's a potential second or third case. We'll see what happens there. Just hint, hint. But yeah. But that would be me filing. So, February, been mattering ever since. Chewing on your ear, chewing my ear off. Whatever. Oh, one of my dogs is coming out. Our Columbus Airport is across the highway. Yeah, I am familiar with the Columbus Airport. Very familiar with Columbus. I don't want to say too much on here, but in person, I'll tell you about my connections with Columbus. Justice, yes, it is. Yes, I can't tell you enough how nice it is to be able to talk to Chad again. Especially on a night like this. Like, I mean, if I can't keep up with Chad if I'm protesting, there's so much going on, especially with all the cops that come out, especially in Chicago. There's constantly, like, I mean, every time I would go out, there would be at least 4 or 5 calls on us every single time. And it's similar in other places that I've gone to. I think the easiest place to protest that I've seen and that I've been to is Battle Creek, Michigan. I plan on going there soon, probably before Ohio. It depends. But yeah, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Doris says, I remember one night the police helicopter flying over telling people to stay in their houses because they were chasing someone on foot. Hey, Cinderella. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in, popping in. I will tell you this over and over again. I really appreciate the OIG letter that you sent in. Or was it to the state's attorney's office? One of the two. Because I think I gained information from you for the others. So, yeah. Really appreciate that. Cinderella, I would say, and Fat Grammy or Mona. And there have been a few other people too. Yet lately, those are the folks that have helped me out tremendously with finding a lawyer, retaining one that is decent, has integrity, and so far, no one's gotten to him, which we suspect is what happened to the last lawyer. Just suspect. Allegedly, suspect, allegedly. But yeah, there's just too many coincidences and all of the things that happened in between court cases that it just doesn't seem like it's any other way, honestly. In my humble opinion. Must feel good to know that you had people to care about you, about the difficult ones. Definitely, Justice. Oh my God. To some people I reached out to, and other people reached out to me. And Mona was someone that did reach out to me, and I reached out to her too, but I don't know which came first. And we are in contact every single day, morning, noon, and night. We are working on this case together. And I just can't say, can't give Grammy, a Fat Grammy or Mona enough praise on what she's been doing behind the scenes, directly with my lawyer, like just so knowledgeable. And there's a major front group here in Chicago that's involved with my case. I don't want to say the name. I don't think I have yet, but she's done a lot of investigative work around that, and I had some information as well. And let's just say that if they really want to dig into this case and go to trial, that most likely will come up. So hopefully that's a deterrent for them to freaking drop this shit. It's very rare that a case is dropped at this point, or at any point, honestly, when there is a friend of the court or someone pressuring the state's attorney in Chicago, because it's very political. And this person is a millionaire who funded the Ideal Org to open here in Chicago. And his son is the executive director of the Ideal Org here in Chicago. So, hello. Corruption all around. Corruption to the core. So, anyways, let me catch up here. Anytime. Thank you, Cinderella. Cinderella, thanks again. It happens all the time with my neighborhood, Darth. Yeah. This feel better, you know. Yes, I saw that one. Grammy is invaluable in my opinion. I agree. We plan on meeting in person soon so that I can thank her. And yeah, we don't live too far away from one another, especially when I go to Battle Creek. So yeah, we plan on meeting up soon, and yeah, I can thank her in person, and yeah, pay it forward a little bit back. And she is freaking awesome. And there is her channel along with Rika's again. Please sub to Rika. She lost a lot of subs recently because she, you know, turned off her account for a little bit, but it's back up, and we need to get her back up to at least 1,000 subs. And yeah, we need to get her watch hours up too. Fat Grammy, she's at 1,000 subs, yet she needs views. So if you want to put a list together, if she doesn't have one already, for view hours, that would be great for Fat Grammy. She really, truly deserves it with all the help that she's been giving protesters that are in legal situations. And there's Darth's channel too. Thank you, Lorraine. I appreciate you. Checking our messages. Looks like we got something here. Okay. Do you buy wood or find it? Okay, so that's a good question. I do live in Chicago, yet I have family that lives in more rural areas. So when my family visits, they always bring me a carload of wood that has to be chopped down anyways because the trees are dying or what have you there. And there's certain state rules where you can't cross because of certain parasites or whatever that are on the wood. Um, Yet this state line that they have to cross, there is not that regulation, so I'm very grateful for that. So that's the first way I gain the wood. The second way is there's three ways. Uh, I have a cousin who lives in a wooded area that just bought a home, and because there were so many trees around his property, he had to cut down many, and then he cut them up in small pieces and he sells them, but he just gives them to me for free. So yeah, the unfortunately the trees on that property were cutting into his water lines and such, and he had to cut them down. Otherwise, it would have been extremely expensive to fix. So that's what, second, third way, and then the tertiary is that yes, occasionally I will buy wood from a certain location that needs to cut down wood anyways. It's not for the purpose of just recreational use. They explain why and when and where they have to do it. They do have different types of wood. I normally buy a cheaper type, well, a mixed cheaper type, but I do do a level up where there is this apple wood and cedar mix in it, and the smell is just amazing, amazing. So I just love it. And you buy it, that place I do have to buy it, and you buy it by the bag, and it's cut up into chunks, not just like long pieces, especially because I use a chimenea, and there's not much, it's not too much room in there. And so if you buy a bag, I think it's $10 a bag, and it's a huge, huge bag. So that's what I prefer to use when I do wood burning. And again, I only do wood burning. I don't know, is that a woodpecker aside from the planes going ahead of me, or is that a cicada? I'm just hearing this. See, hear that? I think that's a cicada. So, anyways, yeah, I'm very lucky in that regard where I have found there's this other wood delivery place, but I haven't used them in a long time because I did find out that they didn't use the best moral or ethical practices, in my opinion, for cutting down wood. So, anyways, I know, long story short, but or a long story that should have been short. Yeah, smells fantastic indeed. I wish you could smell it from where you're at right now. It's just to me it's an amazing smell. I'm jealous. Yeah, when I moved to Chicago, oh geez, what, 25 years ago or so, something like that. I've lived in various places all over the country. But yeah, I moved to Chicago around 25 years ago, and I had no idea that you could, you know, have a fire pit in your backyard because it's a city. And when I found out that, oh my God, I was doing that. I was barbecuing in the backyards, even in apartment complexes when I lived before I moved into a home, a single family home and such. And so I am very grateful that there is that. Um, and I don't know if you caught earlier, I do have a secondary fireplace. It's propane fueled, just like you would use a cartridge of propane on a gas grill. And I do use that. It's a glass fire pit. It is very pretty, and I have it in an ice blue color with a dark brown metallic finish on the outside. Um, it's very nice. It's underneath the overhang, so even if it's raining, I can sit under there and enjoy a fire. Yet, I just really don't think it compares to a fire like this, which is, the wood burning, the smell, and all that. But it is nice for certain nights where it is raining and maybe there's a lot of mosquitoes out or what have you. Just gonna check. I wonder if Dave is still alive. I think everyone's asleep already. Could be, yeah. That's what I was gonna check to see if oh, a couple more people. MD Media is up. Declare Dave's still going. So could be. I think it's a combination of people watching more informative things about Scientology. For me, I need to wind down at night and just tune out of the scientist stuff, especially with the stress of going through a court case and such. So, yeah, I was in some of their chats earlier, and I just needed to chill. Almost ready for me to turn some logs here. Covering up the mouth. Nice. Can you hear the wood crackling and such? I know people were saying the other night they could hear it. Oh. I know that helps people get put to sleep or, yeah, okay, great. Yeah, it's definitely relaxing. And I think I will turn a log over. Okay. Let that go and I'll throw another one on in a minute. Here's 5:22. Oh, you're in the Netherlands. Wow. So I'm going to sleep further. Okay. Where in the Netherlands? I've gone to 3 different locations in the Netherlands in the past. Of course, Amsterdam. One place that was about an hour outside of the Netherlands, where there were many tulip fields, and I stayed in a what they call a pub inn, I guess. Well, that's what I recalled it. It was called. It was an inn on top of a pub. And then the other place I stayed was more. It wasn't a youth hostel because all the youth hostels were taken up, unfortunately. So I did have to pay a little bit more money in the Netherlands because the plan I had with the youth hostel fell through. So I stayed closer to the city center for a bit, just for like a night or two. And they were having like parties right in the center where people had like hookah type things and people were smoking 420 and such. I, at the time, had already quit that. I did a lot of that in undergrad. And that was my celebration going to Amsterdam after, well, exploring Western Europe after I had graduated from undergrad. with a psychology degree, and later I got my graduate degree and such to become a therapist. South in Limburg, okay, but born in Rotterdam and grew up. Rotterdam sounds so familiar. Maybe that's where I was with the place on top of the pub. I knew I had to take a bus to and from Amsterdam, and I think it was close to around an hour, maybe 35 minutes to an hour. It was so long ago. I think it was in the year, was it right after 9/11 or right before? I think it was 2001, but I can't remember if it was before or after 9/11. So, yeah, I loved going to Amsterdam and staying in the Netherlands. Wonderful, nice people all around. So, Rotterdam is about an hour from Amsterdam in the same side of the Netherlands. Yeah, maybe that was it. I remember not being used to the breakfast, because here in the States, we have like a bigger breakfast or what have you. I think we had like one or two hard-boiled eggs. And what else was there? Some kind of, maybe a piece of ham and a piece of bread or something like that. But I got used to it, especially when I went to Italy. I went to Italy on that trip, Zurich, but mainly Italy, all through Italy. I stayed in Venice, Florence, Naples, Capri, all in youth hostels through Italy. Rome. I've been to Italy twice, but that first time was very on the cheap side, as I was much younger. And the second time, hey, Janelle, you're back. You get to see the fire. I was watching your artwork earlier, but I was just lurking. Nice to see you again. But yeah, I was just talking about the trips to Europe. The second trip I did take, I was in Italy for the most part and stayed in bed and breakfast then. And I went on a cruise through the Mediterranean way back in, oh geez, that was in 2009 or 2010 when I did that. I'm glad you were there. Cool, cool. Italy is beautiful. I've never been there. Yeah. I think my favorite city, I mean, so many favorite cities, honestly. Like, they're so high ranked, in my opinion. Um, they all have their benefits. I think I was most enthralled by Firenze or Florence and the Duomo and seeing the David and other things there. But my number one, I think I'd have to say, was Venice. It feels like you're walking back into time, into the 15th century. And yeah, just taking water taxis and a gondola ride and that sort of thing was just amazing. And I did stay in a hostel there as well. No, it's friendly because they lurked and liked. Yeah. I love traveling a lot. I haven't traveled a lot outside of the country for quite some time. But when I travel in the country, I go to national parks like the Smoky Mountains. I stay in cabins. I've gone glamping in teepees in the Ozarks, that sort of thing. Certain bed and breakfasts around Gettysburg last year. But yeah, it's been quite some time. After my injuries, I haven't been able to. And the only thing I've been able to do is go out and protest with the spare time that I do have. So yeah, I am an avid traveler, especially when I am not injured. Oh, Florence was fantastic. But Venice, that sounds good. No cars. It's magical. It is. And there's so much walking. So I'm glad I did it when I did before I had all my knee injuries and such. Because, yeah, I just walked around the city everywhere. Will you ever cure? No. It's chronic pain. The only thing that will get better is when I get knee replacements, which they say right now I'm a little too young to get them, but I'm getting very closer to the age. And many more people get knee replacements towards my age right now anyway, so if I were to push for it, I could. But honestly, I just want to get back to work and then schedule that out so that I can take care of that and hopefully, yeah, not have as much pain standing, walking, and such. But yeah, you climb the bell tower at the Duomo. I did not climb the bell tower at the Duomo in Florence, but I did climb the tower in Rome, which is many more steps. And I was in the tower at St. Peter's in the Vatican. So I think that was around 350 to 400 steps to get up there. I don't think I knew what I was getting into. I think I was accidentally in the wrong line at that point. But it was well worth it. I loved it. And I got many great pictures with the DSLR camera while there. So, and I still have that on drives, and I was able to print out like 8 by 10s, 8 by 11s, and even larger, and they're framed and they're in my office. So yeah, 350. Wow, yeah, 749 in Florence. Pain can be, yeah, be pretty bad, chronic pain, but you learn to live with it. And I do have hope for, when I get the knee replacements and such. You as well. Italy, Tuscany, yeah. Tuscany, oh my God. With Firenze, Florence, or Venice, Genoa as well. Being right in Tuscany, just beautiful. And yeah, I've been all around Italy. That's the number one country in Western Europe that I've been in, more so than others. But yeah, there's been many other countries that I visited in Western Europe back in the day. It's like I said, it's been at least 14 years, going on 15 that I've been. Um, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna turn some logs here and might have to run into the loo here soon. more fire. Oh, you have to take off, Janelle? Okay. Take care. Oh, I missed it. Some things. 7.9 flowers for 50. Wow. Yeah, Pisa was amazing. Very close to Florence. Going to bed again, Nancy. Thanks again. See you soon. Goodbye. All right, Justice. You should take a train ride invisibly. Yes, you should. Real name is also Nancy, by the way. Oh, okay. I think I might have seen you in an app for donations then. All right, you take care, Justice. Goodbye. Oh, and you were just saying bye to Justice, so I'm glad you're here, Janelle. Yeah, you were here quite late with me the other night. And we had many more people, but that was because I was giving an update on court. And tonight is just a relaxing night. I didn't even imagine that not many people would be here to enjoy the fire, but the more the merrier. Fire's brightening up. I think I might run in really quick just to use the restroom. I think my mods have gone to sleep. So if there is a troll, just let me know what their name is and I'll take care of them when I get back. Or Janelle, maybe I can make you a mod real quick. Just if you're okay with that. Oh, Lorraine's here. Okay. Cool. So yeah, if a troll pops up while I'm in the restroom, then cool. Yeah, I was watching Declared Dave with Elron Liar. Yeah, they were talking a lot about. It was a little triggering for me, so I had to leave. Sorry. With the whole Louis Repetto thing, I couldn't stay, and that's why I was like, I need to relax even more so than not. So yeah, that's why I went ahead and hey, my Sunrise Dawn, nice to see you. So I got a couple mods now. Saying Dawn, people are saying hello to one another. If you need an ant, it's useful for me. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it because lately you've been here late at night, and just in case Lorraine needs to pass out or oh shoot, I can't do that from. I gotta do it this way. There we go. Just in case Lorraine passes out, or the Sunrise Dawn has to leave because I never gave her notice. I think it just worked where you should be turning blue. Yeah. Then we have some backup because yeah, you never know with certain trolls and such. There we go. Teamwork then. Yay. All right. So I am going to run in really quick, use the restroom, and I will be right back. Miss Sunrise says I'm good for a few, so okay, good. So I'm glad I did that with Janelle. Welcome to the family, Janelle. Yeah, there we go. A new mod to my channel. So yeah, I'll be right back. I'm not gonna put on music because I think just the crackling of the fire is relaxing to folks. That's what I really need in my life right now. Relaxation so that I can sleep better. And yeah, I'll be right back. Mods are holding it down. Okay. What did I miss? Thank you. It's a privilege to have Nancy's back. Oh, that's nice. If y'all hear any snoring, it'll be me. Crackling fire always relaxes me. Well, that's the point, Miss Sunrise Dawn. I want to relax people. I want to relax myself. Just chill out and have a very good night's sleep and dream well. So that's the point. Loving the fire sounds. How's the wind in Georgia? Hurricane path. Yeah. I was wondering if any of you were in the hurricane path. I would guess Georgia would be. As far as I know, it was gonna bypass Saltwater and Tampa, and it was mainly gonna hit, what's the other main city up there? Further north and northeast, more in the Panhandle area. Oh shoot, I can't remember the town. But yeah, as far as I heard, the major damage and stuff wasn't going to go through where they originally thought it was going to go through. Yeah, talk to Dusty. They're okay. On West Coast. It's good. 75 degrees today. Lorraine, thank you for dropping the link. I appreciate it. Yes, yes. Please, if you want to drop, if you have time or the patience, I know it's late, to drop links for Miss Sunrise Dawn and Janelle. Even Rika, if anyone hasn't subbed to her. I don't have a lot of people in chat today, though, so we don't have to overdo it with the links. Last night we got a lot of people subscribed because we had quite a few people in the chat. Not last night, but the other night I was on. But yeah, appreciate it. Tallahassee, okay. I was, well, let me fix the camera here. I don't know if it got too hot or what. Give me a second. Okay, it looks like it's the actual gimbal. So let me plug that in. Sorry, folks. Give me a minute. If not, I got a secondary plan here. Okay, so it's not the heat. I think it was just the gimbal that died on us. I am going to try to crop something up for now. And until I get the other item going. Okay, so plug that in. For now, it might be just dark. Just give me a minute. I will get something else for you. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So here we go. that centered enough? Hey, Spock. It's Science. Oh, nice to see you. It's a beautiful night, yes. Thanks, Janelle, for putting up a link. You didn't have to do that. But yeah, I appreciate it. I think I'm around $250 or so, 255 away from the goal because I didn't account for fees or whatever. But yeah, didn't get any donations today, but I have a little time before the end of October is when I need to get it to the new lawyer. Hmm. I think that's good. Let me know if that's not good enough. Charging the other gimbal. Hey Nance, who was running around in the Kenny costume on one of your streams? That was, well, on one stream it was Corn Freak, and on the other stream I think it was, oh, I think on one of them it was DOA when he came to visit for the DNC, and he was using the Kenny costume that Corn had. So the two of them have been in that costume. I'm just going up to see where I left off when I went to run to the restroom here. Okay, teamwork, got that. If you hear the snoring, it's my sunrise on because the crackling of the fire. Yeah, we checked in on the hurricane. It's not going directly to Tampa or Coldwater. Mainly, I think Tallahassee is what Janelle was saying. Yes, Rika lost her sub, so double check that you're still subbed. I had to sub up to her again. Lorraine, because why not? Oh, nice. Lorraine says I don't have a channel, but thanks. Membership links. Oh, wow. Okay. Beautiful night out. Nice saying hello to Spock. Whoops. It's Janelle's channel. I'm definitely subbed to Janelle. Sometimes, a lot of times I just lurk because I'm so tired in the morning when you're live, so I just don't have it in me to chat. I'm trying to get back to sleep. Yep, Corn Freaker Scott. Your 5-year-old daughter thought it was funny. I'm glad. Chanel says we're link posting fulls here. I get busy when you wrench me up. Funny. I've been in lurking mode and more lately here. You didn't give me time to warn you, Nance. Hey, it's all good. I just I don't want to overwhelm people, and this is more of a relaxing chat. If they want to, if they can and want to help out, I do have that little ways to go, and if not, that's totally cool. And I do plan to go protesting soon, so that will take some funds as well, because I've been just sitting around and not being able to do anything with just going to physical therapy and medical appointments. So, yeah. Let's just check. How long have I been on this time? Well, about 2 hours, so not even half of what I did last time. Can't believe I went over 5 hours last time, and I only died because yeah, I died because I got too close to the fire, and yeah, the battery got hot. So just checking a couple of things that went through when I was in the restroom here. Just answering something real quick. There we go. Okay. Oops, sorry about that. My pop on the table. Glad to see you back, Nance. Glad to be back. Let's see. Oh, you're doing the same thing tonight, Lorraine. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm excited to get back out there. The plan was I was going to go to Michigan this weekend and protest. Yet, because of the hurricane, the weather changed drastically. It was going to be a nice sunny weekend, and then all of a sudden it changed to all rain the whole weekend in Michigan. So Unfortunately, I decided to change my plans and wait for the next weekend or hopefully another day or two in the week where I can go that I don't have appointments. So, yeah, more to come on that. As soon as I'm able to go, I will be at an org protesting soon. Just clean up my glasses here so I can see. Oh, and we definitely need to turn that log. Okay. New chat filter. Oh, fun. Fan funding is a new filter along with Top Chat and All Chat. Yeah, Top Chat and All Chat's been there for a while. The fan funding is relatively new from what I remember, gather. So, yeah. Fan funding is a mod thing. Yep. Does help for me to run these. Normally, I don't run. Maybe you guys have YouTube Premium, so it doesn't affect you as much. But normally, I don't run lives with ads. I keep that turned off. But because lately I have not been able to stream for some time, I'm leaving them on so that I can have more funds to be able to go out and protest, because I can't just go down to my local org downtown. I have to drive out of state, and that takes gasoline money. If we're going to stay a night, then that's, go to a cheap motel and stay there. So, yeah, that adds up. So that's why I've kept them on. So hopefully it's not too annoying for you all if you don't have premium. Lori puts on newbie cap. Cool, cool, cool. Raise hell at lives. I do the YouTube Premium, so I don't see them. Yeah, I love YouTube Premium. I mean, I don't have hardly many streaming services. I watch YouTube the majority of the time, so I think it's well worth getting the premium. And like I said, normally I wouldn't even put people through ads, but because I haven't been streaming for quite a while and need funds to go to different locations to protest, that's why I have it up. So, but that'll change when I'm protesting. I won't have it on. This is just, the fireside thing, chilling, and people can skip through those. So yeah. And this time, maybe we should put a timer on this so that you know when to end. So we're at the 2 hour and about 10-minute mark. I would say at 2 hours and 45 minutes to 3 hours, we need to cut it off and just be done. If we need to stop even before then, that's cool. Yeah, no crazy post 5 hour video like last time. But yeah, it'd be nice to just get some time in, and I'm enjoying the fire. The heat is coming off of there just beautifully. And thank you, Janelle. Nothing wrong with covering your expenses. It's strong to take care of yourself. Yeah. Oh, one of my dogs coming out. Both my dogs are coming out. Hi, honeys. Hi, Spock. Hi, Spuckerducker. How you doing? Am I getting ready to go to bed? Huh? Hey, Kirky. Yeah, so not this weekend. Hopefully next weekend I'll be able to get out and about. Unless there's something that comes up this weekend that I can do here in Chicago. I'm still looking. Doesn't have to be protest-wise. It could be something fun, like Halloween-wise. So we'll see. Good morning, Wonder Art Star. Greetings from America to the UK. I'm doing well. I'm just relaxing in front of the fire before I go to bed. Hoping to relax others with the crackling sounds of the fire on this nice 60-degree weather night here in Chicago. And yeah, good morning to Lorraine. Let's turn this here. Oh, thanks, Janelle. Appreciate it. Yeah, especially if someone is suffering from insomnia. Um, I know Fluffer Squirrel UK, Janelle, Pup Groomer, has helped me out with having streams that have artwork in it, and I can fall asleep to that. And yeah, I figured I'd pay it forward. And, you know, I have insomnia, suffer from it. I'm a side sleeper, have trouble with my shoulders. So, yeah, it's hard for me to sleep. So, if we can pay it forward and help other people to sleep to a crackling fire, I think that would be great. Yeah, Miss Pupper, I didn't see that she was live, so it doesn't look like I'm stepping on your feet at all. So yeah, there we go. Good night, sunrise down. I will say the warmth of this fire and the crackling is definitely helping me to go to sleep. I don't know if I can reach the mark that I said I would make. What did I say? 2 hours and 45 minutes? It's only less than 30 minutes away. So we'll see if we can do that. If not, maybe we could do 2 hours and 30. Yeah. It's getting rather. Excuse me. Sleepy with I don't think you can hear it. When I watched the replay of the last one, I could not hear the air conditioners around, like my next door neighbor's air conditioner, which is quite loud for me, but I don't think you guys can hear it because of the microphone filtration here. So I'm glad you can mainly hear just the crackling fire. There you go. It will be available on replay for repeat viewing and enjoyment. So yeah, if someone wants to, yeah, I'll make sure that any of these that I do that are fireside relaxation, I'll make sure I title them as such. I'll make a playlist maybe of them, and yeah, people can just fall asleep to this playlist that I will be making before I can go out and protest. And yes, we can hear it, but it's a bonus white noise. Okay, okay, good. Yeah, in my bedroom I have a white noise machine, so it helps me to sleep. Yeah, I just thought of it, so I was like, yeah, why not do that? Because especially in the fall, I do this quite often. Normally, I never do lives on it, but why not? You know, have a few people in here, and yeah, just create a playlist so that people can fall asleep to it. I'll try not to talk too much. Try to keep it at a nice and relaxing level with my voice. Oh, and they're kicked off the AC, so listen to the crackling fire a little more. You can see my dog in the background. That's Kirk. He's a corgi mix. He's just gonna lay right there in the rocks there with the pavers. He's a corgi slash Australian shepherd mix with a tiny bit of Chihuahua in him. That's what the DNA testing showed, anyways. Appreciate a relaxing wind downstream. It's needed with all the hard work people in the community. They get up to, yes, I agree. So much adrenaline and hard work when you're out protesting, especially I go out and I'm doing it 8 hours at a time. Fireside now with bonus dog. Can help with playlists. Who needs? There's a few people that need it. I mean, I know people are still playing my playlist because I haven't been able to stream for a while. And I'm still raising funds for my lawyer. I still am around $250 away to pay him off. I think it's 253 exactly or something like that. Um, and then who else? I just mentioned someone earlier. Oh, Fat Grammy. Fat Grammy needs more hours for her watch time so that she can be monetized. So she's over the 1,000K mark for subscribers, yet she needs more view hours. So if you want to do Fat Grammy, that's another one. And then Rika needs it as well. I don't know if she's created a playlist for it or not yet, but unfortunately, she had decided to deactivate her account, and then when she reactivated it, she lost all of her subscribers, and she was in the hundreds and hundreds, and now she's down to, the last I checked, close to, what was it, 58, 59 subscribers. So, so yeah, me, Fat Grammy, and Pup Gro, or not Pup, Or, me, Fat Grammy, and Rika are the ones off the top of my head that could use watch hours that are over 1K subscribers. Yeah, they should be reinstated. I'm not sure what the rules are around that exactly. I know Marilyn did that for a while. She deactivated and then reactivated, but from what I understood from someone telling me before, it depends on how long you deactivate it. So I'm really hoping that does happen for Rika. Um, I think regardless, though, she does need the watch hours, though. And if any of you can think of someone else that needs it, let me know, or you can throw the link in. But those are the ones that come to the top of my head right now. And Janelle, you're plugging away at 140 plus subscribers, 500 plus watch hours, and over 12K views. Okay, so yeah, throw Janelle's link in there too. There we go. Lorraine did so. Yeah, we definitely want to get those up. I'm not sure if Fluffer K, Fluffer Squirrel UK, or Tilty is up there, but I just thought of those folks. They might already be monetized, but I'm not for sure. I don't think Tilty is, but yeah. Oh, and that's another thing. I'm gonna do a live. I keep saying this, but I'm definitely gonna do it. A live to show her painting that she did for the Boobathon, for the fundraiser for the last lawyer. And yeah, she sent me 2 paintings because the first one was lost. It sent return to sender. But currently I'm trying to find a frame for it, especially the main one that she did for the Boobathon. So yeah. Okay, Scientology geek as well. Okay. Yeah, I think this is a good use of time to do that. Although we don't have a lot of people in here. I think the last time we had a lot of people and we were able to get a lot of subs for folks. Right now I'm showing 11 people. The other night it was closer to 100 or so, and then it went down to 70 for a while, and then 40. So yeah, tonight's a slower night for sure. I didn't have major news to share. It's just a relaxation time. I think next time I will, I don't want to say clickbait title, but like it will be a little bit more interesting because I'm kind of waiting right now for people to give responses to what has happened recently in the community with what Serge came forward with, what Liz came forward with today, what Pearl Snappy reiterated after Serge's live. I certainly have opinions on what's been going on. Um, Yet I just want to give it a little time to see how people are reacting, maybe defending themselves and such, and just to be fair before I get into all of that. Yeah, just give it a little time, and then I'll talk about it. Not that I'm going to trash anyone. I don't believe in trash talking any other streamers, especially if they're in a legal process right now. You know, I may not agree with everything that certain people say about certain streamers. There's certain streamers that can be divisive among the community from what I've seen, and not just from what I've seen, but even personally so. And I can get into that later, but yeah, just a little cliffhanger there to stay tuned as next time I'll start off with that, or maybe like put it in the middle so people will stay and watch a little bit more. But yeah, um, there's a lot to be said, a lot of thoughts in my head about all of that. Yet I'm a person that likes to perseverate on my thoughts for a while before I let them go publicly. And a lot of times I don't let them go publicly, but I do think that since so much is already out public, it's not like I'm going to be breaking a mold or anything. So, replay crew will see the links too on the chat. Yes, they will. Yes, so that'll be good. I'll help Rika's with her playlist. Cool, thank you, Wonderstar Art. Yeah, it's sticky. I want to hand out puddling cups and puppies. Yeah, it's been very stressful in the community lately. So many divides and so much information that's come out, and to just try to decipher that information, getting it, well, you get it publicly, but then I also get some things through, you know, privately as well, because I've met Serge, I've met Laura, I've met Natalie, I've met Aaron, I've met Nora. Who am I missing? I've met Jenna. I think the only people that I haven't met that are second, third gens in person anyways, I've talked to them, but I haven't met them in person, are Telecopter and Liz Gale. Oh, and Reese. I've not met Reese. But I feel closer to the others than Reese. I haven't watched a lot of Reese's content. I've watched a lot of the other content. Oh, and Michael. Oh my goodness. A super chat. Someone. Wonderstar. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That was not necessary, but yes, I'm definitely going to. I was trying to touch the screen, and you can't touch the screen on this laptop. So there you go, a heart. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's the first super chat of the night. Didn't expect that, but it's highly appreciated. That will go towards protesting. I am trying to collect funds to be able to go protest out of state because, as many of you know, I have a TRO while going through this court case, and I'm not allowed to protest at the Chicago org, which is only 20 minutes away from here. Um, 30 to 40 with traffic, depending upon the day. Um, but yeah, it's kind of a bummer that I can't do that. So the closest I can do is about 2 hours and 40 minutes away one way. And then to return, it's the same amount. And then normally I would stay the night because, I'm older. It's hard for me to drive super far with all my ailments that I have. So, fortunately, Battle Creek is super cheap. It's only around $80 a night to stay at a motel or something. And if I do that, then yeah, I can protest for 2 days and then come back. I was going to do that this weekend, but unfortunately, it's going to be raining because of the hurricane that's coming through, and we're getting some of the aftermath, the repercussions of that. Shouldn't say aftermath. um, but yeah, some of the backlash from that. So thanks again, Wonderstar Art, for that super chat. It really does help. Memberships help, all of that jazz. So really, really appreciate it. And just watching helps because, those are watch hours that currently, yeah, I do have set to monetization so that I can get back out there and do what I want to do. That was a nice group of you all in Battle Creek too. Yeah, it was great. We had a great time. That was one of the first times Corin had dressed up as Kenny. And I have an outfit that's going to be a surprise for when I go out and about. Kind of want to give a hint, but then again, I don't. So I'll say it's not an inflatable, but it's very relevant to the cause. And so, yeah, I'll even put on a suit, especially now that it's fall. It won't be as hot to put on a suit for that. Yeah, we had a blast in Battle Creek, and we even did a night of karaoke. We found this place just Googling it, and we kind of made fools of ourselves by singing and such. Well, some of us sang, and some of us just rooted on the others. Me and Helly Gear definitely sang quite a bit. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I hope to do it again soon. Hell was off giving the Christian Scientist book to comprehensive cover. Yeah, I enjoyed the karaoke. Okay, cool. Yeah, we've done that twice now. Once at the bar that we found, so the karaoke bar in Battle Creek, Michigan. And then the second time, it was my birthday celebration here down in my basement. I have a karaoke type machine that hooks up to Apple TV and Apple Music. And yeah, we sang a lot that night, and it was a lot of fun. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. And I'll be doing tours of the city, different like excursions and stuff. I know someone, I think Janelle, you mentioned that you'd be okay with I know I've done a river tour, architectural tour of Chicago, but this time I think I'm going to do a lake and river tour combined. So you'll get to see the skyline of Chicago very well. And I'd like to do it at a twilight hour, the magical hour for videography. And so that's to come soon. Yeah. And then there's other ghost tours that I want to go on too, because Halloween is my favorite holiday of the year. So that and some candlelight tours with orchestral music. Um, so, yeah, some fun stuff and some protests. So I'm going to mix it up. And then when I can't do any of that because it's raining or I don't have a person to help uh, be there with me, then I can do these fire night side chats and hopefully help put people to sleep. If I don't talk too much, I feel like I'm talking too much. Okay, got some more fire going on. So much fun, yay! Lakeside Twilight Tour, awesome. That's a good example of balance. Yeah, I think so because, especially lately, and I mean, with the divides and everything, um, I mean, I might even just do a hiking thing, too, or intermingle it with what I've already said I'm gonna do. I love hiking. It's hard on my knees, yet I can withstand a certain amount of it because I love it so much. And I love being in nature, so I'd like to do that. And yeah, different tours in Chicago, especially around Halloween. So that is coming soon. That is coming soon, along with protesting for sure. So, yeah, I want to keep a good balance for my mind, body, and mental health because not just for the regular protester that's going on. Hey, Scientology up north, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Um, so yeah, not just for. I mean, protesting straight up can be very stressful and arduous and what have you. Um, I will say though, after I gained a court case and was arrested, things jumped up to from a level, I don't know, 7 with stress to maybe a level 90, 93 or something at certain days, on certain days. So it is quite difficult, especially when you're trying to fundraise and do that, and you're being called a grifter and all this stuff, even though I've never asked anything of the foundation. I know that's been a thing lately. Never, never. All I ask is to share posts, and if you can give, give, and if you can't, just share or run a playlist. But yeah, it's very, very, very stressful. And so when I'm able to get out and do these extracurricular things to show off my beautiful city of Chicago and enjoy it myself because I normally don't do the touristy things. And when I do the touristy things for you all and go live, it makes me feel great. It fulfills a little part of me and it does relax me, as does these fireside chats. So I appreciate you all that are hanging in, and hopefully you can join me on those adventures that will be coming up, like the ones that I've already had, and you can watch in my playlist if you haven't seen them already. Okay, I'm missing some things. Scientology up north saying hello to some folks. To keep you safe. So nice to see you. Okay, glad you put the link up for Scientology up north. They definitely need the exposure because of everything that's going on in Denmark. I did share a post for a while, and then my lawyer saw it and said, "Take it down. You're not supposed to be doing anything like that." But since the last court date, I got clarification. I'm able to do more than I thought I was able to, so that's good. Atkins is taken off. All right. Have a good night, Texas and Atkins. Atkins and Texas. All right. Good night. Good night. Janelle says the grifter talk needs to come to a screeching halt. Life takes money. Nothing wrong with making money. Yeah, and I'm not trying to make money. All I'm doing is trying to defend myself against Scientology. And Scientology is $1 billion. We all know this. I'm preaching to the choir. $1 billion organization which tries to fair game people and tries to stop people from protesting, and they've been successful through the summer for me for a while. So we'll see what happens through the next court cases. You're welcome, Scientology North. No problem. We want to share and spread the love. Still waiting on news on the TRO, so have been working on something else. More info to come soon. Okay, I'll be looking forward to that. YouTube is money-making platform. Modest money, but money. Yes, very modest. It is very, very modest. Yet, yeah, I'm very thankful for what I do get, and it does help me continue to protest. Thanks, Lorraine, for throwing up the links. If you're able, please do so. If not, it's all good. Like I said earlier, I'm around $250 some away from my goal to finish paying off my lawyer. So very, very, very close. Grip talk is absolutely a joke. This is not a money gig, right? Oh my God, the amount of money I put in to technology to have a secondary phone, even though it's prepaid, it's still, it adds up, um, a prepaid phone, and it's, it's an older phone that I had or whatever. I didn't have to buy a new phone, but still. And then I bought a little speaker, and that wasn't good enough because their speaker tech was louder than mine, so I bought a better speaker. And yeah, so it really does add up, and especially the gasoline when you have to leave the city because you can't even go to your own org because of a TRO, because you're in a court case. The grifter talk, I agree, really needs to absolutely stop because people don't realize how expensive this is. With getting, especially, a nice gimbal or a stand, and, you know, working your phone off, making sure your VPN is on, your Bluetooth and Wi-Fi are off, and all that. Like, VPN is a certain amount of money a month. I think I'm preaching to the choir here, but like, I'm just saying it's disheartening when you get those comments on your YouTube channel or via email. I try to ignore them, but yeah. Lorraine mentioned the memberships, and then I have spent a lot of money and time on this. It is a passion project for all of us. Yes, on top of this, all of the time and research and emotional investment, definitely, oh my God, the emotional tally that it's taken upon me and not being able to sleep over 1 to 2 hours a night because of pain in my shoulders and just the stress of going through a court case and a TRO and all that is so much. So, if anything, like that, that's not even including the money that I spend, that's on top of everything. So, I need to keep that in mind more. So, thank you for reminding me of that. Um, Coming up to 3 hours and 12 minutes. Oh, okay. So, I'm going to be ending this soon. Totally Nance, 100%. I put grift on my blocked words list. I should do that, yes. Normally it doesn't come up in chat. Normally I get it in comments or via email. People wanting me to show my invoices. One time I got an email saying, oh, you don't have a lawyer. I checked with the court system and blah, 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 blah. I want to see invoices of your lawyer. Well, I think they checked. Honestly, I do think they checked. But it was in between when my case was dropped because Chadwick didn't show up to court for two sessions. So he dropped the case and he had 160 days to file. And of course, if someone checked, then I didn't have a lawyer, but they refiled, and I have witnesses showing that I had a lawyer. Plus, I have witnesses showing that I have a new lawyer. So it's just crazy ridiculous with some of these claims that people come up with. Um, and as much as you try to disregard them, right at first, for me anyways, it does sting a little bit. It's creepy and invasive, yes. I don't have to show invoices to anyone. That's between me and the IRS. It's ridiculous. Most people put a little note on there saying it's a gift or for legal fees or for whatever you need. And I really appreciate that when people do that and they understand that. Yeah, it's just a lot put on one's person. The word is now. Oh, you blocked it, Lorraine. Okay, thank you. Grift. Laugh out loud. Yeah, if only. Jeez. So I know someone said I was at around 3 hours, but I want to let this fire die down too. I will have to. I'm at 3 hours and 53 minutes. So maybe I'll go 3 hours and 10, let the fire go down, and see how things go from there. Oh, hey. Bikers taking down. Hey, Michelle. Hi all, just got here. How's everyone? I'm having a rough night. Oh, what's going on? Why are you having a rough night? Can you not sleep? I can definitely relate to that. It's weird that people think that they can tell us what and how to do things. I could never, right? Right? Fire might not die down. It will. I'm pretty familiar with the fire. Once I turn it over, which it's about time, um, it will die down. Plus, I have this. It's open right in front right now, but if I put the screen around it, it'll be totally fine. I could even leave it after it dies down a little bit more than this. Nice to see you, Michelle, tonight. Thanks for putting up her link. Miriam, it's so rude. Yeah. And I don't think unless someone were in our shoes and knowing what we go through physically, mentally, financially with doing all that we do for protesting. They're not going to understand, or they just don't want to, or maybe they're just scientists just trying to knock us down or what have you. So yeah, it is what it is. Just have to keep reminding myself of that. Did get a second wind. I mean, I could go another 20 minutes if you guys are up for it, but if not, then I understand. We can get going. But we do only have, what, 7, 8 people. It keeps going back and forth. So it's all up to you guys. But yeah, this will take a little while to die down here. Here. A very abusive ex, not my son's father, but turned my sons against me. I just found out tonight he's getting married, and oh my God, really, Michelle? I'm so sorry. That's, yeah, I'm really sad to hear that. Wow. Have you spoken to your son? Like, I mean, so it sounds like they've heard one side, but not your side. I'm just wondering if there's a way that you could speak to them as well. Just curious. Scientology. Have a lovely evening. I hope to hear some good news soon. Thanks. Thank you. Actually, we did hear some good news in the last video I shared. I have a new lawyer. Things are looking up. He's very attentive, and so yeah. There's more in that video. In the first 25 minutes, it pretty much covers it, even though it's a 5-hour video. Lorraine, I can't believe you're still here. Still here to the end. And you get sleepy voice again, we'll send you off. How's that? Sounds good. Yeah, I know I had super sleepy voice, but I think I got a second wind when I went to use the restroom. Night Scientology North. Good night. Good night. Unless the wedding is Saturday, you have time. Hang in there. Time is possible. Yeah, I would say try to give your side. That's what I would do anyways, and that's just my humble opinion. If you haven't tried it already. Haven't even met the girl. Got divorced 6 years ago, and he turned everything around to the boys. I hid it from a kid. Oh wow, really? Yeah, I'd try to sit down and have a conversation with them. Especially hearing that. I mean, I already said that, but especially hearing that just reiterates what my opinion is anyways, my humble opinion. Yeah, good night, sunrise there. looks like YouTube didn't like the couple of words in there, Michelle. Sometimes we have to disguise certain words because of YouTube. So yeah, you just might want to be mindful of that. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't let's hope Mac's husband fell into a river and was never found. Karma has a long memory. Whoa. These are starting to sound like Dateline or 2020 cases. Sorry. Yeah, it's blocked on everything. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's going pretty good. Fire. Yeah, YouTube sometimes does that with deleting messages if there's certain keywords in there. So that's why I was saying maybe misspell certain words so that it doesn't do that. But yeah, I'm glad you're here with us, with company. And hopefully you're enjoying the fire and it can relax you a little bit. Um, no, you won't get in trouble. You it's an automated thing that YouTube does after a bit. Yep, it's okay. So yeah, I would just say try to relax, try to enjoy the fire to help calm you down. Do some maybe biofeedback breathing. You can YouTube that or Google that if you're not familiar with that, and it can help you sleep. Yeah, what Janelle said. That lives here in town but doesn't have the guts to say something. Yeah. What is that? Countenance. Inhale, hold, exhale. I can never remember the count. So there's 3 different breathing techniques with biofeedback. I practice for myself and mainly teach one, and that's I think it's the 224 method. So if you Google that, it'll tell you about how to do it. It's hard for me to show you without being on camera, and because I didn't wash my face this evening, I'd really rather not be on camera. Just rather just show the fire. Um, Especially being in front of the fire, just makes my face a little bit more oily. But it's pretty much, you want to keep, the key is to not make it super deep breaths. You want to make it very nice and even, but not too shallow either. So, for instance, I don't know if you can hear me, but like, um, 1, 2, and the third one, you hold it in for a little bit longer. Like a 3 count, and then exhale for the last one. So that's normally the one that I practice. And then at the same time, you hold down on your pulse, or if your watch can, if you have an Apple Watch or some type of Fitbit or whatever, it can take your pulse. And you do it before, during, and after. You've done it a few times, and it should lower your resting heartbeat, which will lower your anxiety. I have no family left, so no one has my back. Oh man, Michelle. Okay, that's good that you know about breathing techniques and such. Is there a certain one that is better for you, and do you check your pulse before and after? Because that does really help making sure that it is actually working. Because there's so many errors that I'm not saying that you do, but that it is prevalent that errors occur when people are trying to do breathing techniques. And so one way to gauge that is to make sure that you're taking your pulse before, during, and after. Vagus nerve tech. Okay, yeah. It's another one. See, yeah, I prefer taking my pulse using 2 fingers to my neck. I think that that's much more accurate instead of using it on your wrist. Yeah. Good idea, Lorraine. I think Michelle lives in Montana. I'm not sure how rural it is there, but like maybe the biggest city you live around, or if they do any outreach with mental health, that could definitely be helpful. Can, okay, good. Change to something here. I buy my grandkids mineral packs. Throw into the fire to make the fire, and flames change colors. Yes, I have done that. The chemicals, though, I'm not a huge fan of for those, but occasionally I do it if it's some type of celebration. Tea does sound good right about now. That's about 10 to 15 minutes, okay. Right, I think I might put one more fire log on. What time do we got here? Where are we at? We're at 3:12, so if I do one more fire log, we could do 3.5 hours, and then we can call it quits. Just want to finish my beverage here. I did bring out a cocktail, so I'm going to finish that and then go in and have dinner. Is your battery charged? Oh, yes. We don't want what happened last time to happen again. Um, Actually, I found out that last time what happened was it overheated because I was getting closer and closer because the rain was coming down even with the umbrella over me. So, you know what, though? I'm still going to charge it. Thanks for reminding me, Lorraine. Oops. All right, it is charging. And yeah, it was at 56%, so we're all good. Should be fine, and so is the gimbal, and I have the other gimbal charged as well. Here in Billings, the biggest city, but still tiny to others. Well, this isn't going right. There we go. I had to blow on it. Am I getting my hours? I am. Especially with the last stream and this one, it does help. I was just talking earlier that I was planning on protesting in Michigan this weekend, yet because of the hurricane weather and it's drifting up north too, it's going to be very, very rainy. So I'm not going to be able to protest this weekend, unfortunately. Chicago weather is going to be decent, so I might be able to find something around here, but yeah. I am getting my hours. Good question, Janelle. You know, when I'm down in the dumps, it's I don't get very hungry. It's hard for me to eat. Yeah, so I was afraid of. You can't eat and I can't sleep. Aren't we a pair? So maybe what's your favorite food, or what's something that's a snack that could be easier to digest? Because maybe you don't want a bigger meal. Mm-hmm. Agree with the brain. That's the last log, definitely. Okay. Today it feels like we all need a snack, right? Yeah. A nap would do it for me, I tell you. Okay, so that's the last log. I will end things as soon as it dies down. For sure, for sure, for sure. I know I've said that before, but I'm positive, 100% positive that that's going to be done. I might even only let half of it burn and close the gate. It, it'll be fine because it's on pavements and I have a screen that can go around it. Um, but yeah, if anyone wants to talk more about what's going on with them, I have a fireside chat, or we can just chill and watch the fire. I only added that one because it was dying down and I had a little bit left of my drink to go, and yeah. In fact, I am going to take in a couple of things just to make sure that that's all good. Lock up some things, and it'll be much easier and safer with having you all out here when I do go inside. As you know, I live in Chicago. I live in a decent neighborhood, but crime has been creeping up more and more so. And yeah, I just feel better to have certain things a little bit more prepared and ready. Uh-oh. Alright. So I know that this doesn't need to be charged. I'm going to unplug it and make sure that this is working okay. Sorry, guys. There we go. It's a cult. It's a cult. Okay. There we go. That's more centered. Okay, what did I miss? Yeah, I remember you telling me about the lupus. Fortunately, bedtime, yep. Yeah, definitely, Janelle. Protest is just one part of this battle. We also need views, likes, and comments. Those that push out protest content more for people. More eyes mean more people that stay out of the cults. Being here is enough. Exactly. Just being in chat, being here present and watching and hitting the like button is a huge, huge contributing factor so that more people can see these videos and hear what we're talking about, which is the atrocities that Sciento commits. I love your fire pit. I want a house so that I can have fires too. Aw, you can't have it in an apartment? A lot of places you can have it in an apartment. I'm safe, no self-harm or any kind, so no worrying. Okay, well, that's good to know. For sure. Very happy about that. No more kids in Scientology. There we go. So that's what we need. People in chat that are saying things like that. Other people that come in that aren't sure what's going on and they see that, they'll get it, you know? And you can help explain what's going on. It's perfect. All right. So got those things intact. I was on your stream the other night when you had the fire, so I know you had a new lawyer. Did anything happen since then? I hear the bikes in the background. Yeah, there are some motorcycles in the background. Here and there. Yeah, nothing new. My lawyer is catching up with the case. And yeah, everything is looking up. So thank you for asking. And that was only a couple of nights ago, so it's not like a lot of would have transpired since then. Appreciate it. Same, Lorraine. Okay, do you hear that? That was either fireworks or gunshots. I live in a very safe neighborhood in Chicago. When I first moved here, back, oh my goodness, uh, 14 years ago, I moved into this house. I will say though that after every year that passes, things, violence, gunshots do get closer and closer and closer. Um, it's weird that you can get used to that kind of thing, but yeah, I'm pretty sure those were. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It could have been either, but yeah, it is a thing here. It's Chicago. Janelle said it's best to have a lawyer you feel confident in. It's very important. Yes, so true. I will say that I was losing a lot of rest, a lot of my sanity, um, in a way, not complete sanity, but like just a lot of paranoia and what have you with the last lawyer. With this new lawyer, I've regained so much more confidence. He is a shark in the courtroom, and he's a teddy bear with me, and that's what I love. So, yes, I am very happy with the change. Even though I didn't have much time and I was freaking out for a week, um, yeah, it was a very important move that needed to be made. William Lady Barbecue, jeez. Yeah, Lorraine, for freaking sure, you know a little bit more detail than some others because we talk, but he is very competent. He knows what he's doing. It's um, it's freaking awesome. I wish I could sleep better. I was sleeping better, especially after I got the new lawyer, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, I started worrying about other things that I hadn't worried about in a while. It's always something, right? Always something that pops up. But I'm not complaining. I'm very happy with the new lawyer. Um, just need to get over this hump of insomnia that I've had for a while, and a lot of it has to do with the pain that I have in my shoulders, and I'm a side sleeper, you know? So I think I need to have a checkup again with my PCP to see if there's anything else I can do. I've purchased all different types of pillows to prop me up and that kind of thing, but I just can't sleep on my back. I can't. So glad you made the change 100%. Me too. Me too. Had he not done it, I was on my way to doing it. I was researching like crazy to find someone to replace him. But the fact that he did it so soon before a court case and then not even show to vacate is quite telling, I think. Mm. And the fact that he talked to the friend of the court, which was a Scientologist, and he was constantly whispering in the state's attorney's ear. So that was not cool at all. And My lawyer didn't prevent it. Actually, he engaged in it as well. So it is what it is. But it's over now. That part of it is over, and a new chapter is turned, and I am very hopeful. Yes, I'm very happy the change is made as well. Oof. But discipline is nothing but a side quest. Bar discipline is nothing but a side quest. Part of the process. That's why I'm lobbying for you to move through the process as a place of strength. It's odd. Old lawyer handled that. But keep your eyes on your case. Oh, yes. I have been keeping my eyes on the case, and I knew I had a gut feeling that something was wrong. I should have terminated that sooner, yet the thing is, I was looking for a new lawyer, and the thing is, I don't know if you heard or you watched, I think it was Pearl Snappy, who talked about trying to find a lawyer to fight Sciento. It is very difficult. As soon as they hear the word Scientology, people back out. I can't tell you how many firms and lawyers backed out as soon as they heard Scientology. So at least this lawyer was informed about it. He had seen Going Clear. He had seen Leah Remini's show. I know there's a lot of trouble with that show and all that, but at least he saw that. Like, I'm just talking about common population, not people that are protesters like and advocates like us. But yeah, that made me feel much better, and the way he's handling the case so far is just superb. Oh, and my dog's barking at a random dog in the alley. Oh, here he comes. Rice burners. I'm always watching on my TV, so I don't comment. But been watching your stream from opening day. Really? So did you see the day that I got arrested? Or before that, even when I was protesting before the Ideal Org opened here in Chicago, I was protesting, and then the big day was, well, the day before, the day of, and the day after the opening. Those were huge, huge days of protest. Very much different than the regular First Amendment auditing that we do now. Kirky, it's okay. It's actually not easy to hire a lawyer for a lot of things, yeah. You love that you come. Yep, yeah. I used to watch the original Star Trek in reruns, the 1968 version. um, back in the day, in reruns with my father. And since then, yeah, I have a special connection with them. And because I was only supposed to get one foster dog, rescue dog, after mine passed in 2021, I fell in love with two, so we ended up with two. And so why not call them Spock and Kirk if they're brothers? Sleep on my sides. That's anyone has suggestions. Have you tried sleeping in a recliner? I did have to do that for a while, but I was on pain meds. I think that's the only reason I was able to sleep. It was directly after surgery. You know how you get pain meds for like 7 to 10 days because it's intense pain. For those days, I was able to sleep in a recliner. So technically, kind of on my back, but like sitting up. Aside from that, no, I had to learn how to sleep on my sides again. Were they foster fails? My dog's one was a foster fail, yes. He is very hyperactive and has a lot of, what do you call it? Separation anxiety, but not just the usual run-of-the-mill separation anxiety, like high intensity separation anxiety, where he's howling and barking, and you put him in a cage, the crate, or even if you leave him out and you leave certain things out, then he's going to destroy them. So yeah, he is a tough one. That's Spock. He's closer to me. The other one is Kirk. He's closer to my spouse. For some reason, they just gravitate towards us in those manners. So, but yeah, even though I knew that Spock could be a challenge, I just knew that we had a backyard that was fenced in. He could run around, and plus we did find a camp that was very close to us. We were like, okay, we were doing it two or three times a week that he would go and spend time playing in a pool and playing with friends. Since we had to tighten our belts because of everything that's going on with this law case, he only goes once a week, but it's much better than nothing. All right, let me turn this over, and then I think we're going to be done here soon. I don't want to waste the other side. Turkey. Hi, honey. I don't want to touch you with this because it's hot. It's hot, yeah. Tempur-Pedic bed. It's weird at first, but I wake up without pain. It molds to your body with no pressure pumping. Yeah, I have it's called I think it's called a Beauty Black Rest bed. It was quite pricey, and it's the medium run of the mill, not super soft, not super hard, because I prefer soft. My spouse prefers hard. So we did medium, plus it has a pillow top casing that has memory foam or what have you. So it does mold to your body. And so it helps tremendously. I think the next time, though, we might do some type of what you're talking about, a Tempur-Pedic, like number bed. We didn't do that before because of the gap in between to set the different numbers or what have you, but like this time we may actually do that. Sleepy voice. Speaking of that, I was screaming at the cops to stop hurting your shoulder, fella. Oh, you were there? You saw it live? Oh, so many people were so upset with that, and I I pleaded and begged for them not to do what they were gonna do, and they still did it. At least they double cuffed me in the back. That did help, but it hurt like hell, and it did set me back physical therapy wise, in quite quite a way. So yeah, thanks for empathizing. I appreciate that. Like you were stuff screaming at the cops to stop hurting. Is it hot? The Tempur-Pedic surgical menopause is why I ask. Pedic is foot and head raising and I'm old enough to say I like the electric bed. Yeah, I think I would like the electric bed, honestly. I have certain pillows that raise me up, sit me up, that kind of thing. I get sick often where I'm like, I have to stay in bed. Um, so yeah. Okay. Well, folks, I think this is dying down. We're already at, oh my goodness. Okay. We're at 3 hours and 50 minutes. I said no longer than 3:30 or 3:45, so we're past that point. I'm going to close this up after I turn off the camera here. The gimbal's starting to go too, so I'm going to let you all go. I appreciate you all staying here with me. I'm sorry last time I didn't get to say goodbye because the phone overheated. I got so close to the fire and it just died. So I thought it was just the battery and I didn't charge it, but no, it was because it overheated. So, yeah, I just want to say thank you all for tuning in, for staying. Hopefully, this was relaxing for you. I will do this again. It's definitely relaxing for me, and I enjoy the engagement with you all. Michelle, I wish you the best with everything that you're going through. I really do. You need to sleep in my bed. Ram, have you been here this whole time? Uh-oh. See, my gimbal's dying. Okay, so I'm going to just point this here while I say goodnight. I didn't know you were here, Ram, still. Oh, you're awesome. Okay, so, okay, you're all are okay. I'm glad you're cool. Yeah, so everyone take care. We'll do this again. Love you all. Please love yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Michelle, especially you, with everything that you divulged tonight. Think about that biofeedback, and if you don't remember the steps, then just YouTube it, Google it, and there are 3 different main ways, but I told you my favorite way. but okay. Um, so they were rough. Yeah, they can be. They can be. All right. So, good night, everyone. Love you. We'll do this again. We'll see if next time we're out and about in the city, or we're just in my backyard again, or if we're protesting. It'll be one of the three. All right. So you all take care. Good night, Ram. Good night, Lorraine. Janelle. Uh, and yeah, Michelle. Definitely. And sorry if I missed anyone. That's just the screen that I'm seeing right now. So you all take care. And I will see you another time. Good night.